Coming up on the British TV Watchlist.
The writing strikes a nice balance. It's light without being frivolous, funny without being silly.
From cozy mysteries to intense police procedurals, we talk about the characters, performances, series, and episodes from your favourite British TV shows.
Hello there, it's Michael T. Welcome back to the British TV Watchlist. Today, we're talking about a show that wraps you like a warm blanket and then hands you a magnifying glass. Queens of Mystery. It's pure, cozy mystery with a twist. The show ran for 2 series. That's 2 seasons for us Americans. 14 episodes in total. It premiered in 2019 and wrapped up in 2021. I watched it on Acorn TV. A woman named Matilda Stone is a detective sergeant. She solves murders in a quiet English town. But she doesn't do it alone. She's got 3 aunts. And these aunts aren't your typical aunts who send you birthday cards and knit you scarves. These are mystery writers. Aunt Kat, Aunt Jane, and Aunt Beth. They raised Matilda. Her mother vanished when she was a baby, just disappeared without a trace. The aunts stepped in and gave her a loving home, and apparently gave her an obsession with solving puzzles. Now, Matilda's all grown up. She's a police detective, and her aunts, they can't help themselves. They insert themselves into every single case she works. They show up at crime scenes. They interview witnesses. They have theories. So many theories. Sometimes they're actually helpful. Now, let's talk about these 3 women because they are the heart of the show. Julie Graham plays Kat Stone. She's the rebellious one. Bold, always ready to push boundaries and take risks in pursuit of the truth. Sarah Woodward is Beth Stone. She's the motherly one, warm, intuitive, the emotional center of this little family who keeps everyone grounded. Siobhan Redmond plays Jane Stone. She's the book-smart one, cerebral, analytical, the one who brings intellectual rigor to their amateur investigations. These are 3 phenomenal actresses. Each one brings something different to the table, and together they're magic. You believe they're sisters. You believe they've lived together for decades. You believe they love Matilda with everything they have. The chemistry is absolutely there. Now, there's something interesting. Matilda's character went through a change between seasons. In flashback scenes showing young Matilda as a child, she's played by a young actress. Those glimpses into the past show us how the aunts raised her, how she grew up surrounded by mystery stories and quirky family traditions. Then we get adult Matilda, played by Olivia Vanal in Season 1. She brought a wonderful energy to the role, smart but sometimes exasperated, loving but occasionally frustrated by her aunt's interference. When Series 2 was greenlit, Vanal had a scheduling conflict. She wasn't available to return, so Florence Hall took over the role. The transition was nearly seamless. I didn't even notice. The 2 actresses looked similar, same build, same coloring, even their mannerisms felt consistent. Hall stepped into the character and made it her own while maintaining the essence of who Matilda is. The show managed something difficult, character consistency across 2 different actresses. Matilda remained Matilda, still dedicated to her work, still devoted to her aunts, still carrying that weight of her mother's disappearance. And then there's the voice you hear throughout every episode, Juliet Stevenson. If you don't know her work, you should. She's an acclaimed British actress with a voice that could read the phone book and make it compelling. She narrates Queens of Mystery, and she's perfect. Her voice is inviting, warm. It invites you in like a friend telling you a story over tea. But there's also something knowing in her tone, a little wink, a touch of humor. She's not just describing what's happening, she's setting the mood, creating atmosphere, making you feel like you're part of this world. Great narration can elevate a show. Bad narration can sink it. This is great narration. Honestly, it's one of my favorite parts of the show. Maybe that's the voiceover guy in me.
Matilda Stone lost her mother 3 days, 3 hours, and 3 minutes into her 3rd year. She would later tell of feeling the invisible cord all children share with their mother suddenly snapping. And of how, even at the tender age of 3 years, 3 days, 3 hours, and 3 minutes old, she was sure she would never see her mother alive again.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Who wants cozy? Everyone loves cozy and warm and comfortable, right? Nothing better than CozyEarth.com. You'll find bedding, bath, and more. And because you listen to the British TV Watchlist, and you can get an incredible 21% off your purchase right now, and you'll see lower prices on the CozyEarth.com website. And you'll help support this podcast because we do get a commission. Just apply our promo code BTVW1. That's BTVW1 when you check out at CozyEarth.com. So why do people love Queens of Mystery? First, it's genuinely cozy. The setting is picturesque, English countryside, quaint villages, old manor houses, gardens and tea rooms, and all those visual elements that make British mysteries so appealing. The murders are serious, yes, but they're not grisly, they're not traumatic. This is not a police procedural. It's a puzzle, and puzzles are fun to solve. The family dynamic is wonderful. These 4 women genuinely care about each other. They bicker, they disagree, but the love is always there underneath. In a lot of detective shows, the main character is isolated, damaged, alone, but not Matilda. She's surrounded by her quirky aunties, 3 women who would do anything for her, and that's kind of refreshing. The mysteries themselves are clever. They're not groundbreaking, they won't reinvent the genre, but they're well-constructed, fair play mysteries where you can actually try to solve them along with the characters. You got red herrings, hidden motives, and unexpected twists, all the things you want in a good mystery. The ensemble is solid. Graham, Woodward, and Redman are all accomplished actresses. They could easily have phoned this in, played it broad, made the ants into caricatures, but they don't. They play them as real women with depth, history, and individual personalities. And the actresses playing Matilda across the series both brought real skill to the role. They made her someone worth rooting for. The writing strikes a nice balance. It's light without being frivolous, funny without being silly. There's genuine wit in the dialogue. The ants get great lines. Matilda gets moments of dry humor. Even the supporting characters feel like real people. The pacing works. Each episode is a self-contained mystery. You can watch them out of order if you want, but there's also the ongoing thread running through the series. The thread about Matilda's mother and her disappearance. Here's where things get interesting and a little frustrating. Throughout the series, there are hints, suggestions, little moments that tell us the ants know something about Matilda's mother's disappearance. They're keeping a secret. The question hangs over the entire show. What happened to Matilda's mother? What do the ants know? Why won't they tell her? The show dances around it, gives us breadcrumbs, makes us wonder. But here's the thing. The series ended without resolving it. That secret? Still a secret. We never find out what the ants were hiding. We never learn the truth about Matilda's mother. The show just stops. So will the series continue? Will we get any closure? As of now, there's been no announcement of a 3rd series, no confirmation that the show is coming back. It's been a few years since Season 2 aired. The longer the gap, the less likely a return becomes, which means we may never know. That overarching mystery that ran through the entire show might remain unsolved forever. For some viewers, that's deeply satisfying, and understandably so. The show set up this big question, made it important, made us care, and then didn't answer it. That's a risk when you build an ongoing mystery into an episodic show. If you don't get to finish your story, loose threads remain loose. But even without the resolution, Queens of Mystery succeeds at what it does best. It's still a cozy, comfortable viewing experience. This is a show you can curl up with, put on when you need something gentle, something that won't stress you out or keep you up at night. The mysteries are engaging, but not disturbing. The characters are delightful, the setting's beautiful, it's comfort food television, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We need shows like this, shows that aren't trying to be dark or edgy or groundbreaking, shows that are just trying to be nice. And Queens of Mystery is very, very nice. Is it perfect? No. That unresolved storyline is a legitimate weakness, and some viewers might find the formula a bit too cozy, too safe. But if you're looking for a mystery series with heart, with humor, and with 3 absolutely delightful lead performers, this is worth your time. Julie Graham, Sarah Woodward, and Siobhan Redmond are a joy to watch. The way they play off of each other, the way they embody these characters. It's a kind of acting that looks effortless, but absolutely isn't. And Juliet Stevenson's narration ties it all together with her wonderful voice. The actresses who played Matilda across the series both brought something special. They made the character consistent even as the faces changed. 14 episodes, 2 series, a complete story in some ways, incomplete in others. But sometimes that's how it goes with television. Sometimes shows end before they're ready, before all the questions are answered. What we got is still worth watching, still worth enjoying. Hey, before we go, I want to say hello to our listeners in Baltimore, Maryland, Minya, Egypt, and Lunel, France. I am absolutely amazed at the response and the cities I see around the world. Wherever you're listening, aloha. And if you want to support this podcast, check out our Patreon site. Supporters get exclusive content every week. You can also support us by shopping at CozyEarth.com and use our promo code BTVW1 and get a 21% discount on your bedding, bath, and home goods. That's it for now. Thanks for listening to the British TV Watchlist. Until next time, cheers!
The British TV Watchlist is written and produced by Michael T. in Honolulu, Hawaii. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. All rights reserved. Copyright 2026. Michael T. Media.